what's up, gamers? So like, I'm a nerd, but I'm also a gamer, right? And one topic that I am very nerd about is evolution and evolutionary biology and history and stuff. So let's cover that in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'll be covering every fighter on the evolutionary tree. Sans is not included. He's right there, but he's not Sans. He's Gunner because Gunner is a fighter. So let's go. So first, this is the human part. There's another part on the other side, which is much more interesting. These are just all humans because most of the characters are humans. So we got, of course, Mario, Dr. Mario, and Luigi. They're very similar. They all have very similar traits, like big round nose and like mustaches and stuff. We have Roy. He's the only one with like red hair. We have the blue hair sword people. Then we have black hair people. They're like Joker and Snake and Little Mac. Then we have Pokemon Trainer. One of the first characters to exhibit traits of this clade over here, but we'll get back to that. Then we have like light hair people. Oh yeah, and then Daisy and Richter both have brown hair, but yeah. Then we have like blonde hair people, which is surprisingly a big group. I was not expecting that much. Obviously Shulk and Cloud are very closely related because they both have spiky hair and they have a big sword. And then Robin has white hair, so I just put them here. Zero Suit, Samus, and Samus are the same person, so obviously they're next to each other. And then Min Min, obviously, she has like blonde hair, but also those arms, they're robot arms. Just like Samus has robot suit, Dark Samus is just dark version of Samus. And then Mega Man is like maybe a cyborg, and then Rob is like a super advanced cyborg. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing this by their appearance in Smash Bros. And not their actual canonical biology and whatnot, because Rob's a robot and Dark Samus is a alien. But anyway, now we have the Mii fighters. Obviously, I don't know where to put them because they can look like anything. So I just put them with Wii Fit because they're both Mii characters. Yeah, and Wii Fit goes here because she's like all on her own because, well, not she, but they're all on their own because like they're the only like true white. Like most of the people have light skin, but not that light. And then we have Lucas and Ness. So this clade over here, I don't know what to call it, but it's basically, they all have like reduced hands and reduced noses. So like Lucas and Ness have reduced noses, but they have full hands. Villager has actually a pretty normal nose, but he only has like mitten hands. Like he only has 2 fingers. Ice Climbers have no nose and mitten hands. And then all the Minecraft people have no fingers at all, and no nose at all, and no ears actually, which is very very strange. So yeah, that's this side. Next we're covering this side. So these are the elves. As you can see, that's where the humans are. These are the elves. We got like Wario and Olimar and Alf. They're like, they got pointy ears, they got like big red noses, so they're very similar. And then we got the true elves. Toon Link, Young Link, Link, Zelda, and Sheik. They're just elves, really. They're just humans with pointy ears. I mean, I know in their actual games they're called like Hylians or something, but pointy ear humans, that's elf. Then we have Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. You know, these are apes, so yeah. But you might be thinking, hey, there are a lot of human characters that are missing, and I'll get back to them. Okay, so over here, at the very base, we have Greninja, Yoshi, and K. Rool. They are, well, they're reptilian. I know Greninja is a frog, but Yoshi and Greninja both have very smooth skin and long tongues, which means they are pretty closely related. K. Rool and Yoshi have a lot of reptilian traits in common, so they're probably closely related. Over here we have Squirtle, who is closely related to Bowser. Bowser Jr. is the direct offspring of Bowser, so he's very closely related. And the Koopa Kids, who are the same species because they're all Koopas. They all have like spiky shells and like very similar structures of their bones and stuff. Over here we have a very interesting thing. So we have the plant part of Ivysaur. Now I didn't know where to put Ivysaur because Ivysaur is very weird, but the plant part is obviously a different animal or a different organism. So it's actually just a symbiotic relationship between two different organisms. So this is the ivy part of Ivysaur. Next we have Piranha Plant. It's a plant, so you know it moves around just like that. This plant actually moves around, and also the Pikmin. The Pikmin are also a motile plant, which is very strange, but yeah, they are here. Then we have Kirby. Kirby is actually a very important character. What the people would call a transitional fossil. Then up here we have Pac-Man, a little bit more specialized than Kirby, with like jaws and like actual mitten hands and longer limbs. Then we have Luma. Kirby floats and Luma also floats. So, and also the eyes are very similar. But Luma is a bit more specialized as well. So up here, now Kirby like flaps his like arms, right? So here are the birds. Wait, no. Oh yeah, here are the birds. So we have the Duck Hunt Duck and Kazooie, which are the most animalistic birds. Kazooie is a bit more person-like, using like a kazoo or a horn or whatever. Then of course we have Falco and Dedede. These are humanoid birds, and Dedede even has hands and not actual wings. So he's the most human-like, although Falco is also human-like. Then over here we have the rest of the mammals. We have Pikachu and Pichu. Pichu and Pikachu are literally the same species, just in different developmental stages, just like Bowser and Bowser Jr. So, yeah. Next we have the Duck Hunt Dog, because he's a dog, so he's like. And then we have Isabelle. Isabelle, she's also a dog, so obviously she's closely related. Then we have Wolf, who is also a dog, but is a different kind of dog. Then we have Fox, who is also just a dog. And Banjo, who I think is a bear, but shares most of his traits with this side, rather than that side. I'll get back to that. Then we have Lucario. He's supposed to be a jackal, which is a kind of dog. So, and then over here we have Ivysaur and Jigglypuff. Now you might be asking, hey, isn't Ivysaur a reptile? He's not. He has the outer ears on his head. He has outer ears like a cat. So he's actually just a hairless mammal with a flower on his back. And of course we have Jigglypuff, a very basal member of this group actually, because Jigglypuff does the floaty thing like Kirby. So yeah. Then we have Mewtwo. Basically just a cat, an anthropomorphic cat. Incineroar, also an anthropomorphic cat. And Sonic, who has the same kind of ears as Jigglypuff, and can turn into a ball, so there's some relation. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, okay, now we can get it to the most interesting clade. This is like the magic clade. So we have Pac-Man, right? Now this is based on their movesets. So Kirby, what he does is for his neutral special, he eats the other character and gains their abilities, right? So one could imagine how this would evolve into another ability, Pac-Man's ability. Pac-Man turns from a kind of humanoid character, well, not really humanoid, but he has 2 arms, 2 legs, eyes, a nose, and a mouth, and then he just transforms into this like cheese wheel thing that just has a jaw that bites down. That's what is magical transformation. So over here we have Meta Knight. What if maybe a creature was in a dark cave area or mountain area and they needed to see at night, so they developed like eyes that glow in the dark. But also they would fall off the mountains, so maybe they evolved to magically transform some wings for themselves to flap around and not die. And Ridley is just a more evolved form of Meta Knight because he is like he just keeps the wings and does not transform, and he keeps the eyes, the glowing eyes and stuff, and also he can breathe fire, and he has like a tail and like lankier limbs. And then maybe an offshoot of that also breathes fire is Charizard. They have like very similar anatomy, so obviously they're very closely related. And also, these are dragons. You know who else is a dragon? Corrin. Corrin basically takes the takes the thing of magical transformation, dragons, and instead of just getting wings, they like turn into a full dragon, and then in order to fit in with the elf society, because obviously they're a society, they're like basically humans, they transform into an elf because they have pointy ears, and then they transform into a dragon when they're not around them. Next, so this is probably the weirdest clade. So another section of these magically transforming characters would, instead of gaining bat-like wings and reptile-like scales, they would instead copy other animals. Ganondorf is a desert-dwelling version of this, obviously with his dark skin and like yeah, he's like very he's very suited for like a desert environment, and also he turns into a giant pig for his final smash, and that's why he's here. If he did not turn into a giant pig for his final smash, he wouldn't be in this clade. He'd be somewhere else. Inkling and Game & Watch. I know you're thinking, hey, Game & Watch, shouldn't he be with Mario because they both have big nose? Incorrect. Wrong. Stupid. You know what else? Final Smash is... Final Smash? Game & Watch. And he turns into an octopus. And Inkling turns into a squid. Which means that Game & Watch and Inkling are magically transforming cephalopod humanoids. And also, yes, Inkling would fit into elf society because they have pointy ears. Not very well, but yeah. And next we have okay, so Palutena. You might think, hey, wait, isn't Palutena just a human though, or a goddess, but a human here because she looks like a human? Incorrect, because for her side smash, she uses wings, right? And those wings aren't there, but then they get there, which means she retains the magical transformation thing from the ancestor, who was presumably a lot like Meta Knight, but with bird wings instead, I guess. And then obviously Dark Pit, and Arsene, the guy who stands behind Joker, they all have bird wings, right? And they just lost the ability to retract them, or like magically make them go away. And then Bayonetta also has wings that she can like make there because the butterfly wings that appear. So yeah, that's the evolutionary history of every Smash Bros. Ultimate character. I actually quite enjoyed making this, because I'm a nerd. But yeah, I really like this group because I really didn't know where to put Game & Watch until I realized his final smash made him very closely related to Inkling. So yeah, I think this is drawn a bit confusingly though. Like the lines aren't really in the right place, but it's fine. It's good. Goodbye, y'all.